Ella Pearson, Owen Cook, Jay Turner, and Mary Ann Meyerholt. And these pigs range from 225 to 235. Right at this time, we want to bring class 5 to the holding pen. Riley Wadilla, Reed Crosser, Keaton Cook, Evan Miller, Taylor Ohm, Caitlin Cook, Molly Keller, Noel Warner, and Kensley Hackenberg. Please bring your pick to the holding pen. Also, anybody wanting to do biddy showmanship, anybody under the 4-H age to do biddy showmanship, sign up sheet is up here on the board by the bleachers.
Well, another very exciting class. My compliments to all these young people. They come out here and they're dressed to the nines. They've got themselves presented very well. And then they've got their animals presented at absolute superior quality as well. And I certainly appreciate that. That speaks to the progress of your guys' program and what the future looks like as we move forward. Like I said, another deep class. The young man that just shook my hand, he's got a really nice bear in terms of the stoutness of his bone and foot. That one's skin and hair is absolutely tremendous. Big chested, stout bladed. One that isn't quite as loose enough in his hip and heart as that one gets out and reaches and goes. I just want to give him more flexibility, just a little more angle there as well. The young lady, she comes across muscular, big hip and stifles, kind of a show gill. One just kind of falls out of balance as we throw that one in motion. That blade wants to inch forward just a little bit, and that top line just wants to rise up in that one ever so slightly. I think we stout that one up in the center part of her cage, but that is a good looking one with all kinds of muscle shapes to go along with it. Very similarly, the young man there in the center part of the ring, big hind leg, big feet laid into this young man's gill, hip and stifle, maybe a nickel rounded at times, but that one's got the right kind of product. Gets a little more tubular right to the center part of her body. I just want to make her more pliable and drop her in that four-ribbon flank to be a little more ideal. Another good built one for this young lady right here, soft and pliable, sound and functional. That one we just need a little more hip and stifle and weight into that one. Just a nickel bigger leg as we get out here on the surface compared to her contemporaries. The other blue blanket gill here, this one does have that back shape and that hip and stifle, one that we just got to balance in terms of the stoutness and feature. Give that one a shot more bone and foot from the ground up, but an attractive one with all kind of shape to go along with it. The young man, another blue speckled hip bearer there, long fronted, elevated, the correct length of body. That one just gets just a little more tubular to the center part of it. And I just want to make that one a little more genuine in terms of how he strides and how that hind leg catches the surface. But a really high quality class, and even for a set of exhibitors, my congratulations to them.
Kinsley Funkhauser, Joshua Myers, Sabra Keller, Jason Modilla, Brogan Miller, Benjamin Holmes, bring him into the show ring. Also announcements for all the exhibitors. Egg Credit and Sandusky County Soil Water are sponsoring water and donuts for all exhibitors and their families. Be sure to stop by and see them. They're over here at the south end of the hog barn. I'd like to also announce some of our sponsors here. Actually, we have Ashley Michaels with the Pork Princess. She's passing out our banners today, or ribbons. Sponsor for our show is W Prime Ventures LLC. Other sponsors, we have Les Burrows, Ashland Scales, Hampstead Construction, Sunrise Co-op, Agrigold Seeds, Ken Miller, A&P Barnes, Bonington and Associates, Cheyenne Miller, Warner Drive-Thru, Custom Agri-Systems, Dow Hog Farms, Synergy Ag, Wagner Seeds, and Heartland Insurance. At this time, we want to bring class 3 to the holding pens. Emerson Miller, Reagan Timmons, Carl Myers, Grace Lynn, Zoe Hedrick, Madison Martin, Molly Downs, Alan Hurd, Martin Meyer. Bring your pigs to the holding pens.
buddy.
Well, certainly another nice class as we get into our lightweights here. It's kind of how we're going to sort these. We'll get our top three into the pin because that's what we're going to need for our top 10 overall. And as we release the rest, we've got a nice calico deal for this young man. Stout body, big and shapely on the top side of her skeleton. Just want to make that one a little more comfortable in her movement. Just maybe extend that one in terms of her design out of the front third of her body. Another very well presented one for this young lady right here in front of me. Like the body shape that that bear has the stoutness of his skull. At the same time, we throw that one in motion. He gets just a little more uncomfortable, a little coarser as he goes right away from us. Another good basic build one here that's sound and functional. Just need to get that one more defined shape and muscularity on the top side of his skeleton. A very, very nice gilt from the side for this young man with his blue butt gilt. That one is sharp and extended, really elevating the top side of her blade. That one just gets a little more outside of herself from behind in terms of her hog set, but another very well presented one. Our Berkshire for the young lady right here in front of me, soft body, deep in her forehead and flank. Just going to clean that one up in the front third of his body, but that one's very pliable, very loose about his skeleton. Our blue bear there at the far end for our young lady, another one, good basic build, very pliable to the center part of her body. We just got to get that one more defined, a little more turn to the upper side of that one's cage to be a little bit more ideal. But a very nice class to start with. My compliments to those exhibitors.